Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a special edition of Extra Time TV. And guess what? The Copa America final just took place. Argentina, after 28 years of waiting, finally won that international trophy that has eluded them for so long. Leo Messi is finally able to lift that international trophy that has eluded him for so long, after coming close so many times. You know, the Copa America in 2007, the World Cup in 2014, the Copa America in 2015, and also in 2016. And for those of you who follow Argentina, you know, this is, a series of many finals that, Argentina has lost, but not this time. So, this is going to be my more analytical reaction. It's going to be very short, very quick. And we're going to have a full emotional discussion with Stephen John from Malaysia, a guy who's a huge fan of Argentina, very knowledgeable about football, wrote articles for MundoAlbiceleste.com. All Argentinian fans who speak English or otherwise are very much familiar with them. Check them out. They're really good. We're going to have a full, unscripted, lengthy discussion. It's probably going to have a lot of mistakes and bloopers because I've been celebrating and will continue to celebrate. We had a little delay because I've been celebrating. And we'll continue to celebrate, folks, because this has been a long time coming. It's the biggest, terribly kept secret that I'm an Argentinian fan. But I'm going to go into analysis mode and give you guys a quick reaction to the game. So I'm going to give you that little spoiler warning disclaimer where I'm going to try to be as analytical as possible. So let's get into this game, folks. The Angel Di Maria was the only thing that separated this final in the 22nd minute of the game, with a brilliant chip over the Brazilian keeper. And to be honest, I think one of the things I really would like to, and I want to pull up all the stats here and the formations, is that Argentina were expected to field the 4-3-3 formation. However, Scaloni, depending on how you want to see it, in terms of his tactical brilliance or creativity, came with a 4-4-2 formation with Leo Messi up front, joined by Lautaro Martinez in a front attacking duo. Also, on the right side of midfield, Angel Di Maria, De Paul, Paredes, and also Lo Celso. And then he had a back four where he started with Montiel, which is an area highlighted in my preview, which you can check out. I had a FIFA sim and also a preview where I spoke about it. So he decided to go with Montiel. Romero, who was an injury doubt for this final, started. Otamendi, and he started with Acuna. So a lot of people thought it was Tagliafico, and they were expecting the 4-3-3. Brazil came with the 4-3-3 formation. They did go with the 4-2-3-1 during the tournament, and the attacking contrasts were very different. The approach was very different. Brazil came in a very high pressing style of football with Neymar, Richarlison, Everton in front three, Casemiro, Fred, and Paqueta in the middle, and Lodi, Silva, Marquinhos, Danilo with Ederson in goal. And they decided to pressure Argentina from the beginning, and the contrast was very noticeable. Argentina almost allowed them to come at them. And, it seemed like a risky thing, but what it showed to me is that Scaloni addressed that area that was a concern for me, which is a right-back position, where I had concerns about Molina and Montiel. And to me, this formation was built to reinforce that position and unleash Di Maria, who started in this tournament. This was his first start. And those of you who follow Argentina and Di Maria in general and the Copa Americas and Argentinian games, Angel Di Maria has missed many important finals for Argentina. And, this was a game that was very interesting because he started and he was the deciding factor, and he could have scored a second goal. And I have to admit, as a fan of Di Maria and Argentina, I was a bit concerned when I saw him crumple to the floor when I thought he was probably going to get his second goal. But tactically, I think Brazil came with a high-pressing game. They were trying to push Argentina, and it makes sense. They're at home. They're playing well. Some may argue they may have the easier group when the initial stages of the tournament took place. And they pressed Argentina, and there were some moments where they did force some mistakes. But then I realized this is exactly what Scaloni planned. Yes, it may have been risky, but they seemed supremely confident. This Argentinian team seems to be been practicing defending and being able to shut things up. And with Martinez in goal, who has been amazing for this tournament, Arsenal fans are probably wanting to punch Arteta right now because he was there, got rid of him. And also Ospina as well for Colombia. You have two world-class keepers. Arteta, what's wrong with you, man? So, folks, as you can tell, I'm still excited. I'm uncharacteristically stuttering, but this has been amazing. However, Argentina, I think, fully deserved to win this. I think the conditions were tough every single game they played. The officiating was... I had a lot of issues with the officiating. I thought there were a lot of physical calls that did not go in Argentina's way. In this game, Montiel was bleeding. There was a lot of physicality. And I think, to conclude, I think Brazil gave Argentina a good goal. Because after Di Maria scored that goal, Brazil, to their credit, created some opportunities and they were starting to overload on the right side, which would be the left for Argentina. And they did create a chance and scored a goal which turned out to be offside, which was a valid call. There's no disputing that. Argentina could have easily won this game. I don't want to say easily, but they could have easily gotten 3 goals. That situation with Di Maria, I think if he didn't fall over and what looked like an injury, it could have been another goal for Angel Di Maria. And also that miss by Leo Messi. I'm pretty sure he doesn't care now, but I was shocked. That amazing ball from De Paul was quite shocking because I really thought the opportunity was over. He stopped and passed it through the back 4 of the Brazilian defense, and Messi, fell over. And I guess kudos to Ederson. He rushed out and maybe threw Messi off and some exhaustion. But let's talk about the goal for Angel Di Maria. It was created from a deep pass from De Paul, who is now heading to Atletico Madrid. A diagonal ball, which initially I thought was kind of a low percentage ball. And some could argue it is. But it seems as if Scaloni and his men identified a diagonal ball weakness. And it basically pierced the Brazilian back 4. Lodi did not seem to handle it well. Angel Di Maria controlled the ball, got in, and continuing in stride, chipped Ederson. Ederson is a great keeper, folks. This is not some amateur keeper. This is Manchester City's number 1. And it shows the quality of Angel Di Maria, who a lot of people criticized before this tournament. They said his time with the national team was up. I was not one of those people. Along with Otamendi as well, who had an amazing game. He showed a lot of seniority and maturity, and also the right amount of aggression. Because depending on who you ask, a lot of people are saying Otamendi was finished, and he did not have the temperament needed to be in this back line. But, kudos, he has been great this tournament. He was great in that final. And I think he really showed some leadership in addition to Messi. And the young Romero, the best defender in Serie A, the Atalanta man, he was injured, but he started. A lot of people thought it was going to be Petzela. He came off. And then when Petzela came on, he was great. And when Brazil was starting to apply that pressure, and they did apply that pressure, they did not take it lightly. They applied their pressure and, they tried to overload. Scaloni did some tactical adjustments. And I think the 4-4-2 was brilliant. Because I think it reinforced the weak areas with Argentina, which I addressed in my preview. I think the right back was a weak area. And, they reinforced it with De Paul. And then Tagliafico came on when Brazil was starting to gain some ascendancy and push them back. And sure, they left things a little bit late. In terms of if they got that goal, they would have made the result a lot more tangible and relaxed for Argentina. But, they played, and kudos to them. They defended really well. And, I'm going to pull up the statistics in terms of possession. Argentina getting 41%, Brazil getting 59%. 6 shots for Argentina, 2 on target. 13 shots for Brazil, 2 on target. And I think it's a good indication of the strong defense both teams have. I think Argentina really showed us that they're not afraid to defend if they have to. And, a lot of people, if they have issues with that, Argentina in previous tournaments have played very attractive football, especially in 2007. For those of you who don't know, you can research. They played beautiful football and lost counter-attacking football. And, credit has to go to Scaloni, a young, inexperienced coach. He has really grown and created something special with this team. To defeat Brazil at home is no easy task. And, also the discussion about Messi is a GOAT is a discussion I do not like. I really don't like it. He was always great before this tournament. I think the argument where he needed to win a national trophy to prove his greatness, I never liked it. I thought it was a bit lazy. Because there are a lot of great players who didn't win international tournaments, but they're still held in high regard. Cruyff, Eusebio, and many others. many others. And I think it's a bit of a lazy argument. I think it's perpetuated by the media. I think Ronaldo is great, and I think Messi is great. I know that's shocking to a lot of people, but you could actually like both players. You know that. I have my preference, which is Leo Messi. I like him because I think he's a different player. But I could understand the argument people make for Cristiano Ronaldo. I personally like Leo Messi more, but I would never say that Cristiano Ronaldo is a terrible player. And I find the comparison stupid. And you won't find people who are actually involved in football, who played at a professional level, unless there's tremendous amounts of bias, having that discussion. That's more for the fanboys. And that's for them. And you all can let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Bring it on. I don't care. This discussion keeps coming up. Leo Messi now has that international title, which has been the main argument by his detractors, or he hasn't done it at international level, which is absolutely foolish. And I'm going to say this, and it sounds like a rant. Messi has always performed for Argentina. For the 2014 World Cup, he performed great in the group stage. He got them to the final, and he lost the final. If Gonzalo Higuain scored that goal, there would be a different discussion. In the Copa America in 2015, he was just scorching through players. I'm mispronouncing words because I'm so excited. He was amazing in that tournament. In 2016, he was very crucial, influential, scored lots of goals. Yes, scored lots of goals. And also, in the finals, he lost. So anybody who could look at those games, see him perform at that high level, and then says he does not perform for Argentina is absolutely crazy. In 2007, he was great for Argentina. And also that lazy argument that Messi has to carry that team on his back. He has good players around him, and they have performed well. But unfortunately, when it came to the finals, they just didn't win. It was one goal that separated them against Germany. They had 3 chances. Everybody talks about Higuain, but it was Palacio. The team played really well. Di Maria played well in 2014. These guys have performed well. Banega has performed really well. 2018 was where I think they were at their lowest. So that argument about how he never performs for Argentina is just lazy. He's won titles at the under 20 level. He won the Olympics, which a lot of people turned their nose up at. They were like, that's not really a tournament. But then when Neymar wins it, it's a big deal. I'm not saying Neymar doesn't deserve it. I'm saying there's contradictions, folks. And I'm personally contradicting that narrative where if Leo Messi does not win an international trophy, he isn't great. The greatest of all time, that's always going to be up for discussion. Comparing players from different eras, I think, is stupid. That's exactly what I would say. I would use that word stupid. I think it's dumb. Everybody's going to like and prefer who they prefer. But I felt this was the right time to bring this up because even if Messi did not win this tournament, he was already the greatest for many people. I am one of those people. That's something I really have an issue with. A lot of people are already trying to detract about the Copa America and how it's not as competitive as yours. That's insane. And that's a silly argument. And I could have an entire discussion about why that's very irresponsible to say. South American teams, Brazil has won 5 World Cups. Argentina, Uruguay have been influential and have massive international pedigree on the world stage. That's why you have all these guys all over Europe. So, to say something like that in an area that's geographically much bigger than South America and comparing it to a continent that has 10 teams that has had a major impact on world football is just honestly comical. So folks, Argentina has just won. That goal that Di Maria scored was amazing. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Stephen John and I will have a full emotional discussion about this. Let me know what you think about my analysis of this. I think Argentina deserves this tournament. I think overall, Brazil were great. Argentina were great. But on this day, Argentina got their tactics right. Brazil gave it a good fight. And in the end, Leo Messi got that trophy that he deserved for Argentina. And I think, folks, it was a great way to end this tournament. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment in the comment section below. I'm going to catch my breath because I'm excited and do that chat with Stephen John. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. Does this settle the debate about Messi being a great player? He always was for me. For those of you who said he isn't, usually you have to be really out of your mind, folks. Out of your mind. And I will challenge anybody else who says otherwise. Respectfully, of course. Because that's something we've forgotten, folks. You can like different things and still be respectful. But let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, purchase merchandise from the EXTV Media Store and the merch store. Each purchase goes towards helping kids who have been affected by COVID-19 financially. A lot of these kids are orphaned. They don't have parents. They don't have income. So when you purchase an EXTV jersey, it goes directly towards helping those kids. So obviously, if we buy one jersey, that's not going to do anything. When you wear that jersey, it represents that you're helping someone. It represents that you care about people and you help. And it's not just some cool tease. It is cool, but it's cooler because you're helping people. So folks, let me know what you think about the Copa America final. I'll put a link in the description below for the discussion between Stephen John and myself. An emotional, uncut, uncensored, unscripted discussion. So once again, folks, this is Andre Sooklal. Please check out our Gold Cup reviews for Trinidad and Tobago. Also, take a look at our Euro discussion, the preview and the final reaction. Thank you for joining us.
Just a reminder, everyone, for more episodes with Shaka Hislop, be sure to head over to our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, interviews, and content.